Now moving on to our next speaker, Mr. Saket Modi. He is the CEO and co-founder of Lucideus Inc., a cyber-security platform and services company. A computer science engineer by education, he started Lucideus in 2012. Over the last 5 years, he and his team has been instrumental in providing digital risk management services to multiple Fortune 500 companies across the globe. And Mr. Saket will be speaking about how the fintech industry has been disrupting industries. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Saket Modi.
First of all, thank you for the introduction, and CNBC and everybody for having me here. It's absolutely an honor and a pleasure. I'll start with my own introduction. I always like doing that. You know, what we do as a company, what happens in terms of awards and TV recognitions are always a byproduct of who you really are. So who am I in a simple way if I were to define that? I'm a geek and a nerd by pride. And I say that with, we've been tremendously fortunate to have a team of tremendously awesome nerds that loves sitting on the computer that you would talk about. So when my previous speaker talks about playground of technology for fintech startups, hackers out there are waiting and watching, and when you say playground, you can't even imagine what's going on in their head. So I'm the hacker in between you guys. We are the company responsible for the security assessments of when you bank from an ICICI, when you book a pizza on a Pizza Hut application, when you book your tickets on Indigo, when you recharge your Tata Sky, when you buy mutual funds from DSP BlackRock, all of that is secured by us. Not just that, the BHIM application launched by the Prime Minister on the 30th of December, we were the agency responsible for the end-to-end cybersecurity assessment of the same. So that is what defines me and my team. We are hardcore hackers, but we hack for a good reason. We hack with authorization. All these companies that I spoke to you about, they hire us to go ahead and hack them. So when you talk about financial services, when you talk about disruptions through technology in finance, the first people who any fintech company would come to would be a company like us, because you're talking about a business model that's based on tech, on technology. And any disruption in the tech is not just a tech disruption, but a business disruption. And that's the reason why security becomes one of the most crucial things that is discussed centrally, starting from the investors to the board till the executive committees of the largest of the companies globally. I would have given at least a dozen board presentations in the last 12 months to Fortune 50 companies, starting from San Francisco till Netherlands till Shanghai. So that's the kind of interest around hacking. The biggest problem with hacking is it's only spoken about, but it is not seen. What do I mean by that? In a simple way, when you read a newspaper which says 10 million debit cards hacked, it's a general perception for every human to think, oh, this is a sad thing, but on the other side, I'm pretty sure I am secured. The irony was, where you had 1 billion Yahoo passwords that came out in the public, the total number of users that Yahoo had was 1.2 billion people. So effectively, you had more than 85% of Yahoo users whose email accounts and their passwords were made public just 3 months back. And when that happened, the funny thing is, almost everybody who I met said that they are absolutely secured. Yeah, we heard some Yahoo hack happen, but we are safely, using the Yahoo mail which is there. So imagine a probability where it's more than 85% that your password's out there. People don't tend to change their passwords. The problem, they only see a hack in a newspaper, and you don't get to see real hacks. The only place where you get to see real hacks are science fiction movies, which we all know don't make any sense. Today, let's make sense of all of that. Instead of showing you boring presentations or stats and numbers on how the world might come to an end using artificial intelligence for hacking, that's what something Elon Musk and Jack Ma has been talking about in the last 2 weeks, till how cybersecurity can make an impact to all of our lives. All of that is boring theoretical stuff. On the other side, let's talk about a real hack. Let's see a real hack right now, right here, so that you understand the intensity of how and what impact a real hacker or a hack can make to lives of you out here. I'll ask you a question. How many of you use the smartphone? Can I see hands? Smartphone? Everybody. How many of you think you're smart enough to use the smartphone? Can I see hands? What? 3 of them. Good. So, reality check done. Not for 3 of you, but apart from all of you. I'm sure you understand how the smartphone has been outsmarting you for a very, very long time. Let's see what a smart hacker can do to your smartphones being used smartly by you. Anybody who would like to volunteer and give me their smartphone for a demonstration of a hack? Sir, are you sure? You're one of the organizers, so it's safe to hack him. And you're indemnifying me that there shouldn't be any problem, right? Sure. So you've got a nice Samsung. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. So, nice smartphone, sir, that you've got. I took your phone for a couple of seconds and I gave it back to you. I think that's pretty standard. I'm sure most of you people, good-hearted people, do not mind if somebody comes to you and says, look, I've lost my phone, I'm out of battery, I'm out of balance, can you please help me with a phone call? I think that's what I did with this phone, right? However, I gave him back his phone. Sir, do you see any numbers popping up on your screen? Do you see anything funny on your phone? Nothing. Let's see what just happened. Okay, so I'm going to a very interesting tool that's developed by us in our lab. It's called Lucideus, right? I'm going to go down. It says, please select a device to get started. And I'm going to go ahead and see the first device. Let's see. Okay. Sir, is this your device? It's an SMG9 507, and it's added today, and it's almost, this is 710. Is this your device? Okay. So let me click on this, and let's see what all can I get. It says, select what you would like to view. If I click on call logs, are these all of your call logs? Each one of them outgoing, incoming with your duration. No, we've just started. Let me go to second one, which says SMSs. Wow. Let me quickly scroll through them. So are these your SMSs, sir? I'm not going to let people read it. Let me just go to contacts. Are these your contacts? The entire list of all the contacts? Do I click on browser history? No. All right. It's a U-rated, stuff that is there. Let me click on GPS. Let's see what we get. Oops. Yeah. I'm not a Windows user, so it's just funny how. Oh, sorry. I think yeah, perfect. So if I zoom in, let's see where this points. Yeah, just give it a minute. Are we here right now? Remember, the phone is inside, so the accuracy of the GPS will obviously be low. But this is pretty close to where we are right now, right? Let me do something even more scary, okay? Do not get scared, guys, but this is something really, really scary. Let me repeat what I just did. I basically took his phone for a couple of seconds in my hand, gave it back to him. His phone's perfectly normal. So do you see anything problem with your phone? New apps, new services, new logos, nothing. It's absolutely normal. However, in these 20 seconds of his phone in my hand, I was able to take capture of everything on his phone. I can move further, but I took capture of everything on his phone, and I was able to display certain things on the screen. Now, let me see what's happening. Just give it like exactly 60 seconds. It'll just come here, and hopefully I should be able to give you a demo of this feature also. Yeah, got it. So I'm going to right-click here. I can't see it. Oh, it's here. It says, okay, I'll just open the link in new window. All right, so I'm going to play this. Absolutely normal. However, in these 20 seconds of this phone in my hand, I'm able to take capture of everything. Let me repeat what I just said. I basically took this phone for a couple of seconds. Can you hear what this is? This is exactly what I was just speaking. So I switched on his microphone in his hand. I started recording for 20 seconds, and I then compressed it on his phone, got it to my server, and I played it in front of you. He could have been in a boardroom, he could have been in a bedroom, it doesn't matter. And basically, it's not 20 seconds only. I'm sure we developed this tool, right, in our labs. So if I can do it for 20 seconds, I can do it for 2,000 seconds also. And all I needed was 20 seconds of his phone in my hand, and you saw what happened. It doesn't have to stop here. Imagine this. If he has a Gmail ID, can I see his OTP passwords? Yes, I can. I'll go to forgot my password and get the OTP password and see that to reset his password to get an access to his email. Once I have an access to his Gmail, I'll go to his Facebook and his Twitter and his LinkedIn and click on forgot my password, and it'll send me a backup password on my Gmail, on his Gmail, and I'll be able to reset that. So 20 seconds of his phone in my hand, and I have a complete access of anything to do with tech that he was doing or he was worth, and that's something which can be done. Is this just theoretical? Absolutely not. This just happened in front of you. I can do it on his smartphone. His is a Samsung, latest S8, which is supposed to be, I think, a 55, 60,000 rupee phone. If that phone can be done with this thing, imagine where do you stand with your smartphone right now. And the dependency that you have over your smartphones in terms of the personal life, in terms of the professional lives, and you know what kind of big data analytics? We were talking about analytics, sir. I'll tell you what we do. So what's really possible today is, I'm talking about today, right here, right now, the encryption using WhatsApp to store your messages on your phone, on your Android, that is breakable right now. It's a cat and mouse game. Every 2 weeks, there's a new breakage that comes, and then they will update it, and there's a new patch that comes in. This keeps happening. Right now, there is a vulnerability in the encryption code using which the WhatsApp conversations on your phone can easily be extracted. Now, you'll say, what's the big deal? If you have access to somebody's phone and you're getting back his WhatsApp, you could have just done it by clicking on the WhatsApp app, right? You don't need a dump on the database on the phone to be able to see that. The best part is WhatsApp does not delete any of your messages that you delete from WhatsApp. So the best part is that every deleted conversation of yours, and you only delete the interesting ones. So every deleted conversation of yours, that is something which is there on your phone right now. It's encrypted. You can't read it. Go to Files, WhatsApp, Databases is a folder, and you'll find 10 encrypted files which you will not be able to open. But you'll see the names of those files. I'm saying right now, there's an exploit using which we can break that encryption and see all the pictures, messages that you've ever sent on WhatsApp, and you've deleted them also. Of course, the non-deleted one would also be there. Imagine, all of this is possible as we speak right now. We're living in a world where the DNC, the Pentagon, if you followed the news today morning, Honda and their manufacturing plant in Japan was stopped for a day because of the WannaCry hack which happened. The Department of Health, hospitals in the UK were stalled just 2 weeks back using WannaCry. If you know, the CIA and the NSA have been breached left, right, and center, and we know that thanks to our friends like Julian Assange and Edward Snowden, and we know what kind of a place we are in. By no means I want to scare you. I'm telling you the facts. None of this is fiction. This is how the world is moving to right now. And I'm the same guy because I understand technology. Does that mean we should move out of technology? Let's go back to Stone Age. That's the other extreme stupidity that people talk about. The evolution of humankind that has happened in the last 20 years, thanks to technology, has been far more than what we have done in the last 2,000 years. So going back is not an option, but going forward, knowing the right checks and balances, and having the right people, framework, policies, and the technology and the people in place is the only way forward.